Wow, 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 wow. I am so excited. My God, I'm excited. I'm just coming to you today with hello somebody. And my heart is glad today. Just came out of an awesome leadership conference with TB Stewart Ministries under the leadership of my pastor and First Lady Tammy Stewart. And I just want to encourage those of you who serve in leadership to serve with a grateful heart to your leaders, because I'm telling you, it's so much favor that comes behind serving your leaders and in leadership with a grateful heart. There's so many benefits to that. And I'm telling you, when you do it with a glad heart, God does some things. Hey, how you doing? He does some wonderful things. And I'm telling you, my life have truly been blessed, and I try to not say too much all the time, just only when I'm led to. But this is really up on my heart today to encourage those who serve in ministry and serve up under your leaders to serve with a grateful and a glad heart. Because let me tell you something, your time is next. And let me tell you, your elevation comes when you handle yourself in the proper way unto your leadership and submission. It's called this thing called accountability. Hello, somebody. You have to be accountable to somebody. If you have great leaders in your life and you serve up under a great leadership, you must submit to their authority in order to receive blessings. Let me tell you something, and the reason why I can say that, because I know that from firsthand experience about the authority of submitting to great leaders. Don't miss your blessing because you get caught up in your title and who you are and all that. God knows who you are and who He has called you to be. But your greatest elevation comes when you cannot be about you and be about the kingdom. And I was blessed today. It was a pastor came in and he ministered at the church today. And it was just so powerful, but also profound, because he talked about, your faith and it was just powerful. But the things that I got out that stuck out to me most is when he talked about it's about a us thing. So when you serve your leaders, it's not about you. It's about a us thing. It's about you partnering with them, and it becomes a we thing and a us thing. And I'm telling you, don't get caught up in somebody calling your name and all that kind of stuff. Get caught up in being a servant, because I'm telling you, when you serve wholeheartedly unto your leaders, and it becomes a us thing, and you support the vision that God placed in their lives, whatever it is that you say God has called you to do, don't you know God will elevate you through that? Don't you know that? I just want to encourage somebody today, wherever you serve at, serve with a wholeheartedly. Get a heart of gratitude. Don't be mumbling. Don't be complaining. If you're around people who complaining about serving your leaders, get yourself out of that environment, because you don't want to cut your blessing off. You tell them, like, baby, let me put you on some hush mouth grace, because you're not going to stop me from my inheritance. Because let me tell you something, the oil flow from the head down. It comes from God, and then who God has anointed and assigned to your life. The instructions of God, when you adhere to what your leaders are saying, you gain so much wisdom. You don't always have to be on the front line to receive your inheritance, baby. You can be sitting at the back. You can be ushering on the door. You can be serving in various places. I'm telling you, when you serve what I'm telling you as a testimony and a witness, when you have a heart of gratitude to serve other than yourself, God will move in the endeavors of things that he has called you to do. And let me tell you something. Even when God blesses you to a ministry and puts something in you to be birthed out, don't you know the wisdom that you get from your leaders will help you on your journey? Because you know what, we all have mistakes that we make, but sometimes you have to sit back and you have to listen. I don't regret anything that's ever happened that brought wisdom to my life. You understand me? Learn how to take correction, rebuke, as long as it's done in love and it's for the glory of God. Because let me tell you something. When your leaders speak out, it's not if they have the love of God. Let me just say that. Let me put that quote there, that phrase there. If they have the love of God, whatever they do is for your own benefit. It's to benefit you in growth. It's to benefit you to grow in your destiny. Baby, let me tell you something. I'm telling you to get out there and serve wholeheartedly unto your leaders. I lift these leaders up who, you know, they're out there and they're trying their best to lead the people right. Come on out of rebellious. Do what you need to do to not be a burden to your leaders' vision. Do what you need to do to help the vision. Whatever your assignment is, do what you need to do to be a benefit. I don't care if you evangelist, prophetess, apostle, whatever it is. If you submit it under somebody's authority, okay, put your title down to serve. Your elevation comes for serving. Don't know, we know you got a title. We respect the fact that you got a title. But for a little while, put down some time to serve and honor your leaders without your title and sense of entitlement. I was blessed by that word today because you know what? I live by those principles. And I'm telling you, when you live by those principles of submission, it don't take away from your anointing, baby. Hello, somebody. It does not take away from the anointing that's on your life. Matter of fact, it increases with submission. Hello, somebody. It don't take away. Doors start to open. When your pastor and your leader have favor, baby, you get favor as well. Opportunities start coming up. I'm telling you, doors start opening. Learn how to submit. Learn how to serve. And not just serve out of obligation or just, you know, to say, well, let me just go serve because, you know, I want to look like I'm serving. Or I want to look like the part. No, baby. You serve with the intent that, you know what? Whatever I serve and try to bless and help, support my leaders, then I know that God will do something in my life because it's not about me. It's about us. And what you do in a team effort, God will bless you. I'm telling you. Hello, somebody. Are you hearing me today? Because a lot of times we don't want to hear talk about submission. We don't want to hear talk about serving. You know, we don't want to hear talk. No, we only want to talk about our ministries and what we do. That's all we want to talk about. But I'm telling you, the greatest thing that you can do if you under good leadership, serve them wholeheartedly, serve in the vision, serve in it. And you have an intent that, hey, this is what I'm doing for the glory of God, but for the honor and respect of your leaders. I'm telling you, you can't go wrong. I mean, this is just real talk. Y'all know me. I'm you know, hello, somebody. I'm just gonna real talk. It is what it is. And I'm telling you, your greatest elevation comes when you learn how to humble yourself, submit yourself. You understand me, to a authoritative figure that's in your life. They ain't got to call your name. Hello, somebody, because you're not serving for accolades for somebody to call your name. You're serving because that's what God has appointed you to be. And because you love God, you want to love and honor and respect the leadership that you serve up under. My God, this is good. Some good stuff is good for me. I'm telling you, it is good to the soul, because I'm telling you, when you come out of serving from the whole heart and serving God's people, boy, it gives you such a joy to be able to come out and say that you served. Oh my God, it gives you a joy. I don't know about y'all, but I'm happy. I'm happy because you know what? When you see God elevating your leaders and you able to see the elevation and be able to take part in celebrating the elevation of God, elevating them and plateauing them in another place of their destiny, you know, and you're involved in what they're doing and serving, oh my God, it should give you a great joy. I don't know, I'm happy to see God elevating my pastor and my first lady in their destiny. And if you have a good leader, you ought to be happy about God elevating them and moving them into their place called destiny. Because let me tell you something. When they have favor upon their life, you obtain favor too. And I'm telling you, if I told y'all, I could tell y'all some stuff that just in the last few weeks, but this ain't about me. I'm just trying to encourage somebody, because this ain't about me, it's about God. All right, but I'm telling you, I've obtained so much favor, and I know where it comes from. It comes from submitting. It comes from submitting. And a lot of times, especially when we have titles as prophets and prophetesses and, you know, all these titles, it's hard for us to submit to somebody. You know what I'm saying? But if they following God, it should never be hard for you to submit and follow them. It should never be hard for you to submit and follow God and follow the God in them. I'm telling you, submit to your leaders. I have mentors. You know, you have mentors in your life, people that mentor you and, you know, and walk with you and things like that. You know, you support them and lift them up. You know, not only in your servitude attitude, but be a watchman on the wall in prayer. Because leaders go through so much that some of them, they don't even tell us. Because why? They don't want to burden us who follow them. They go to God and they get instructions. So when your leaders come to you and they're coming from God, let me tell you something. Get yourself in position to be on the wall for those leaders and encourage them. It's not easy being a leader. I know, because leaders have so much responsibility. And when you have good leaders and you're serving, you know, your leaders and stuff, don't you be the one be a thorn in their side. Don't you be the one that give them problems and call them grief. They have enough to deal with handling God's business without an added addition. And I'm just trying to encourage people, you know, to hello somebody, to submit, you know, to your leaders and be faithful to them and don't cause them grief. Just serve with a heart of gratitude. And a lot of times people, they don't want to hear that kind of talk about serving because you want to be on the forefront. You're on the forefront. You're on the forefront of serving. That's the best place you can be. Jesus was a servant. Hello, somebody. Didn't he wash the disciples' feet? Hey, he the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. So who are we? So don't get caught up. Don't get caught up and miss your blessing of favor. You know, don't miss your blessing of favor without having a heart of servitude unto your leaders and God's people. Don't do it. Don't miss 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 it. I'm telling you, I'm smiling because I'm telling you, it's good in your spirit when you serve. I'm telling you, give you joy. I don't know about y'all, but I got joy right now. I got joy. I got joy. Because you get blessed when you serve. I'm telling you, it ain't nothing like serving. I'm telling you. It's nothing like serving. I'm telling you, blessings come. I can tell you, blessings come. Y'all